Hey y'all, how you guys are doing? How are you? How are you? Come on in. Welcome back. Welcome back. Happy Tuesday, feliz martes, and bienvenidos a mi canal. I hope you guys are doing well and awesomeness. So, where are my manners? I'm sorry. Before I was about to. If you do not recognize this face, hello. My name is Latrice. Nice to meet you. And this is Faith by Latrice. Where faith is the muscle we exercise around here. Now, let's get on into it. No dilly-dallying. So today's topic actually, because I was fasting, and so, I wasn't distracted by the wonderfulness of food. Today's topic came to me while I was in the bathroom. But that's neither here nor there. That's it. Okay. So, neither here nor there. So let's just get on to the topic. It is, la tema de hoy, is listen and eat your vegetables. Yeah, at first I was like, huh? But then it came really quick. I was like, Jesus, make it make sense. All right. Now, with this topic of listen and eat your vegetables, let's get into the eat your vegetables part, okay? Vegetables, although good for our bodies, they get a bad rep, okay? They usually don't have the same kind of taste or reactions as fruits. Most fruits are, juicy, sweet, some kind of tangy, got like yummy, like think one of my favorite fruits, mangoes. Or you have a lot of fruits that are full of water, right? There's mangoes, there's watermelon, there's oranges, there's lemon, there's all kinds of things, right? Vegetables come from the ground, right? A lot of times they covered in dirt before you put them up out the ground. And sometimes they still taste like dirt. Even after you clean them and everything and not put them in the food. Hopefully they don't still taste like dirt in your food because somebody ain't doing something right. But for the most part, they kind of get a bad rep, right? And so usually as children, learning the food groups, the food pyramid when we're younger in school and everything, and even our parents may have told us like eat your vegetables, or like mine, who didn't let me get up from the table until I finished my peas. Peas are of the devil. I'm sorry. I just went back for a second. So vegetables are not always the tastiest, right? However, we're going to be talking about challenges, okay? Because that's what we're comparing vegetables to right now. Although vegetables may not be the tastiest thing, your body still needs them. Vegetables have things that fruit do not. We are already up in here, y'all. Although they may not taste as sweet or as yummy or whatever and maybe are not as exciting, maybe they're not as colorful sometimes as some fruits, your body still needs them. And a fruit can never give you all that a vegetable can. A fruit can only give you what a mango can, as much as I love them, can only give me what a mango can give me. It can't give me what a piece of broccoli. I have a baby friend who says broccoli. Anyways, a mango cannot give you what broccoli can give you. An orange cannot give you what a potato can give you. A strawberry cannot give you what the green bean can give you. Do you see where I'm going? Now, in comparing those two challenges, right? We're talking about challenges. And this year has done what it's done, and we're coming to a close of the year into the next one. Now, some of us are maybe still in a churning kind of season, right? We are working stuff out where for some of us, the year ain't getting easier as it's closing. It's getting a little bit tougher, right? A little bit more challenging. We're still having challenges to deal with, to face. However, challenges are like your vegetables. How? You can't really grow into, you can't really grow how you're supposed to without them. You cannot grow and become the full person you're supposed to be without challenges. Yes, challenges suck. Because a lot of times they come unexpectedly. But regardless of how unprepared we feel, because feelings are fleeting, regardless of how unprepared we feel sometimes, challenges are necessary for our growth. Why? Because with challenges come resistance, and with resistance comes building a muscle. Opposition, resistance. When you go to the gym, once more with this gym analogy, when you go to the gym, when you work out, we see people adding weight to the bar. We see people adding weight to the machine they're exercising on. Why? Because that is the only way that they're going to exercise their muscle. That's the only way they're going to get stronger. That's the only way they're going to get what they need. That's the only way they're going to get what they came to get. That's the only way they're going to get what they came to get, is by adding resistance, adding a challenge, adding something that hurts. We all know it hurt. We all know as soon as I keep adding these 2 pounds, adding these 5 pounds to the workout, it's going to suck. But guess what? I'm going to do it because I know it's going to benefit me in the long run. It's going to make my muscles stronger. It's going to give me endurance. My stamina is going to go up, et cetera, et cetera. Challenges. You won't get to where you got to go. You won't get to who you're supposed to be, really, without those challenges. They help to shape us. They prepare you and get you strong enough to endure your next level of growth. Yikes. Not the sexiest thing to hear. I know this. Because after I finish accomplishing something, God has moved me to the next level. And I'll be like, ooh, look, I got my promotion. But with your next level of promotion, you're at the highest level of one thing, but the lowest level of the next. So you have to, endure more challenges. How do I also know this? How challenges prepare you for your next level of growth. Now, we're going to go back to my man David. And he's one of my favorite people in the Bible, if you haven't noticed. But there's so many levels to his story, right? And this is only the beginning. When we go back to this David and Goliath analogy or story, that's literally only beginning, because he endures a lot more after that. I encourage you to read some of the book of Psalms, because he really be talking spicy in there. Okay, so anyway, that's sidebar. So the David and Goliath story of him defeating Goliath. Now, remember I told y'all, when David defeated Goliath, he had no worries in the world. I'm talking about no worries in the world that he was going to defeat that man, because he had previously prepared for it. Not just on purpose, but because life was lifing, okay? And he had to protect. He was a shepherd. Déjame leerlo, okay? It is in 1 Samuel 17. And this is when, remember I told y'all the story where it was like, he found out that Goliath was talking big stuff. I'm talking about like jaw-jacking, big stuff. So he went back. The word got back to Saul, who was the king at the time, that David was like, yo, what'd I get for slaying this man? And so word got back to him. And Saul told David, once he called David to his kingdom and all that stuff. So Saul told him, like, you're just a kid. What are you talking about? You about to get annihilated out there. He was like, bro, relax. Let me show you. Saul said, and this is verse 33, and Saul said to David, you are not able to go against this Philistine to fight with him, for you are but a youth, and he has been a man of war from his youth. But David said to Saul, your servant used to keep sheep for his father, and when there came a lion or a bear and took a lamb from the flock, the lions and the bears came to try to eat the sheep, because vulnerability came from the flock. I went after him, the bear, the lion, and struck him and delivered it out of his mouth. He saved the sheep from the lion and the bear. And if he arose against me, I caught him by his beard and struck him and killed him. Your servant has struck down both lions and bears, and this uncircumcised Philistine shall be like one of them, for he has defied the armies of the living God. That's the last thing he said. My man gonna get struck down just like the bear and the lion, because he talking about the armies of the living God, aka my guy. What? Oh my gosh. Verse 37. And David said, the Lord who delivered me from the paw of the lion and the paw of the bear will deliver me. He had no doubt, not might, not maybe. Will deliver me from the hand of this Philistine. What are you saying? Let's go over to verse 45 real quick. Then David said to the Philistine, because now he's confronted. Now he had the battle with Goliath, right? Boom. So they toe to toe, kind of. Toe to whatever. Then David said to the Philistine, you come to me with a sword and with a spear and with a javelin, but I come to you in the name of the Lord of hosts, the God of armies of Israel, who you have defied. This day the Lord will deliver you into my hand, and I will strike you down and cut off your head. He told this man what he was getting ready to do. Didn't nobody believe it? But guess what? We all know the end of the story, right? All right. I hope y'all caught what happened right there. David, in that moment where he had his next opportunity, right? What seemed like a next opportunity, it was actually opportunity. It actually was a next challenge. But it's the fact that challenge or not, David was not fazed because I had already previously had a challenge just like this. And the same God that delivered me from that challenge was going to be the same one who delivered me from this one. What happened? What happened? Let's think practically. What you talking about, Latrice? I understand you talking about it's Christianese. Get to the point, though, right? Let's think of him like my pastor says. Don't sanitize the text. Let's think of David as an actual person. He has to be going in his mind like he has to do some self-reflection, self-awareness. He has to be aware of himself enough to know that I already been through this. Like, I could do this again. He reflected. Think about he had time to reflect and know that I experienced challenges before, but they didn't beat me. More of the story. The listen and eat your vegetables. Eat your vegetables is the challenge. You're going to have to do that regardless. It's not an option. But listen, right? Listen to what your challenges taught you. Listen to what they revealed to you. Remember the revealing? The thing that's always been there? Your courage? Your courage that has always been there, but it took a challenge to bring it out. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay. David was always that person. He just needed certain challenges to bring that person out, right? To show the people, I'm a boy, but I don't care. I've been through. Lord have mercy. All right. The other part of the listen, I was listening to a podcast earlier today. It was R&B Money Podcast with Tank and Jay Valentine. Love it. And it was the one that had Stevie Mackey on there. He is a vocal coach. He is an amazing singer. He's gifted from God. And something he said on there as advice to people who maybe can't afford vocal coaches and just want some tips about how to better their singing. He said, listen, that's your gift. He said, you're not born singing, but you're not born speaking. You're born listening. Listen to what your challenges have taught you. Go back and reflect. We're at the end of the year. A lot of people do a lot of reflecting and a lot of, planning for the next year to kind of start anew, start fresh. Listen, go back in your mind, go back in your memory, go back to your journal. Maybe you wrote it down something. Sometimes we be having to go put it in a diary and put the tears on the pages, okay? Because listen, life was life in all year. Go back and listen to what your challenges taught you. Why? So we could learn from them. And so we could come back crazy next year. Are you great? Okay? Listen, it's your gift. It's a gift from God to be able to listen. Oh my. That's all I got for y'all. And to think all this work came from when I was in the bathroom. Anyway. Okay, y'all. I love you. If nobody has told you today, I love you. Yo te quiero. Esta día hoy que te estoy hablando conmigo. Suéter y todo. Because listen, life be life, man. But guess what? We gonna prosper regardless. Bye.